Legend has it that Bloody Bridge was built by convicts. Major Anderson pushed his convict work gang to breaking point, often humiliating the prisoners and punishing the whole group if one made a mistake. One day, a convict snapped after seeing another prisoner flogged. The convict embedded a pickaxe deep in Major Anderson's skull. Fearing punishment for their part in this crime, the convicts decided to bury Anderson in the bridge wall. They feigned ignorance when asked about his absence, which worked well for a while, until the replacement overseer noticed blood oozing from the wet mortar. We decided to trial a new piece of equipment while investigating the Bloody Bridge. We received a Flux 2 from Oz Paratech. This provides red and green light responses and a high or low auditory tone. It allows you to set the distance for the proximity sensor and indicates changes in temperature. Unfortunately, we soon discovered that it does not work well outside, picking up the slightest movement of vegetation and the changing temperature due to the breeze. The strong wind and rain meant that our dowsing rods were also ineffectual in this location on this particular night.
So last night we went out to the Bloody Bridge, and the history of that place is that there was somebody died there, maybe multiples, in a bit of an uprising, and the body was buried in the bridge, and sometimes you see red stuff seeping out. But we were actually more interested in some local stories that we've heard from multiple people who have had personal experiences where going up one of the hills nearby, their car would sort of cut out at a certain point near the bottom, and a redcoat soldier would get in the back and hitch a ride to the top and then get out and disappear. So we were hoping that we could offer someone a lift last night. So we went to the bridge and we hung around a bit. We offered some rides.
Left the door open.
Yep. And then we went to the bridge to set up some equipment.
We went down pretty much under the bridge, facing the sea.
Yeah. And we took with us a Flux 2 to give that a go, some dowsing rods, an eddy, that sort of thing. While we were down there, we sort of thought, oh, actually it's starting to rain a little bit. We'd better probably go shut that door on the car. And then Natasha went to go do that.
Yeah, so I got to the car and it was the passenger side door opposite to the driver door. We left open. So I went up there to close the door because I'm like, someone might jump in the car or whatnot, who knows. So I went up and I went to close the door, and I got this funny feeling that you get when you know that someone is looking at you. And I'm not sure if whatever was behind me, but it was in very close proximity. I told it to please get out of the car, and then I closed the car door, and then I walked away. And then when we came back up, there was nothing there.
So we, when we were down there, we weren't getting any readings off the flux. There was nothing coming through. We got some answers on the dowsing rods, but we're not really convinced because it was a bit windy. There's a lot of variables, so we think that was a bit of a dud. Other than that moment, with
it
Natasha.
felt fine down there, didn't it?
Yeah.
And just to clarify, the car wasn't parked on the bridge. It was to the side, facing up the hill. So we weren't actually on the bridge. We were near the bridge, but we weren't on the bridge.
And we were on the... Oh, we describe what side of the bridge we were on.
If you were coming from the
Cemetery.
the surf side, you were near the beach side, it would be on your right hand side. Alright, so that's our Bloody Bridge story.
That's Amy trying to get out of the chair.